They've achieved rock star status in the women's basketball world at 25-0 and winners of 62 straight. The #1 ranked UConn Huskies are the nation's top scoring team and paced by one of the game's top players, three-time Final Four most outstanding player, Breanna Stewart. The good news, if you go back to UConn's win against Cincinnati Wednesday, it was 15-all to start the game with those reserves starting for the Huskies. The bad news, after the first quarter, they outscored the Bearcats 63-15. And they get off to a great start now as the freshman, Katie Samuelson. That's what she does best.
How about East Carolina? Full court pressure, just trying to put some pressure on the ball, trying to slow UConn's process. Sharp cut to the basket. Good. East Carolina has more people on the bench right now in street clothes than available to use.
Stewart, lefty hook, count it. Extra feed, and a block shot for Stewart. She's closing in on second place now, all time at UConn.
Yeah, Kara Walters, if you're listening, she's climbing for you.
Look at the speed. Second effort, no, and Stewart with the rebound. Crowd is revved up in Greenville. Samuelson quiets him down with a three and gets the UConn fans on their feet.
Really?
Points, but they're 0 for their last 10. Scoring drought of 5 minutes, and Stewart the other way adds to UConn's lead, now with 8.
And how about...
Who's got a big challenge ahead the rest of the game with 2 fouls against Stewart. Jefferson, kick out, Samuelson to 2, make it 3 from distance.
7 OTs.
Big matchup. Bulls like to run. Huskies do as well. And Samuelson with this scoop. And let's give a cup to Mariah Jefferson and Katie Samuelson.
Well, it could be a triple pack. Samuelson already with 15 points on the game. The quick movement up the floor. Don't dribble the basketball. Just pass it away. And Richie was very sick at that time. And with her nurse and a private jet, came up to Vermont and did a speaking engagement while she was sick. And she has left an impression on so many people and done so much for the game of basketball. For UConn, obviously, they have the luxury of the versatility and the depth to be able to do that. East Carolina's changing up their defense here, going into more of a zone right now. They're trying to save some energy, but running around the floor right now, and watch the putback once again. That second chance opportunities off the zone.
Tuck commands it. Into the paint, quick release from Morgan Tuck.
To find one another, so when you get into the game setting, it makes it so much easier. They find the spacing, they have long arms, and look at this relentless effort off of the glass.
3 offensive rebounds for Nafisa Collier. Want to manage how much she plays before the games down the stretch really gain importance.
Oh, and that goes back and forth for both teams. Nice job here on the cut by Tuck. But
Huskies were 2 for their last 10 to end the second quarter. Stewart separation, that was easy. Gives Samuelson the assist. And a turnover. Here comes Jefferson. Good luck catching the speedster. 16 turnovers now on ECU. High-low, Stewart the catch and the finish.
Samuelson is just a little bit taller. And, you know, just getting out and really having a wide base on that rebounding frame.
Nurse. They went it to Samuelson, and that opened a wide-open 3 for Kia Nurse, her second trifecta. UConn with a 30-point lead. In it goes to Tuck. Well defended. Has to kick it out. And the 3 for 15 UConn assists on 18 baskets. Nurse avoids the hedge right down the middle, and she's fouled. Kia Nurse will have a chance at 3 for UConn.
Nurse gets pushed, really, by Laramie away from the outside just a little bit, just a hair.
Forced turnover there by Jefferson. Nurse looks for room. How about the passing to Jefferson? Open 3, around and down.
You're giving possession away. Value the possession.
4th on Taylor now. Butler drains it on the baseline.
definitely a possibility. She would have to average roughly 19 over the next 5. Few players will not be there due to their obligations playing abroad.
Yep.
But pretty much there'll be about a dozen players there over the next few days from the U.S. Olympic team.
Little break from the college kids to the pros. Always interesting. Sean stepping up here in the fourth quarter. Heather Macy saying before the game, if they could stay within 50, that would be a bad thing. Right now, they're well within that range.
Their team has done a good job, and nice job working the ball around inside. Butler finishing there. Those coaches, and a powerhouse out of Florence. And you know, that's a cool thing. It's a stepping stone. You've got your veterans coming back, and then you're hit with adversity. And I was talking to the East Carolina team after practice yesterday, and we talked about, you know, different types of adversity in life. And I was telling them that Heather Macy has worked hard. You can see there's over 6,000 fans here tonight watching basketball here. And she's worked hard in the community to re-engage the Pirate program with the community. And very similar to the way that Gino started things off. Team struggling in 3 and 14 because there's an expectation there, and you never want to be on the team that has the losing streak lost to, because that's all sometimes people remember.
Natalie Butler putting in some nice work here in the fourth quarter for UConn, and the win streak intact now at 63, and now they're done on the road this year. 84-41 UConn with the win.
Aggressive win by the Huskies. The bench, everyone contributing at certain times. I like the effort that East Carolina gave. They were 1 for 10 in the final opportunities at the hoop, but really working hard at both ends of the floor, being undersized and undermanned tonight.
Taking care of business in North Carolina. UConn's a winner.